Okay, so something crazy. This past weekend, I ate more calories, almost 100 more calories a day than I had all of last week, Monday through Friday, and I ate more carbohydrates, almost 45 grams more per day on the weekend. And as of this morning, I got leaner over the weekend than I did all of last week. So I put this together just to show kind of the numbers and everything so you can make sense out of how this happened, but also to kind of bring some awareness to, that when we're trying to lose weight, when we're trying to get leaner, even when we're trying to build muscle, it's not about having to eliminate certain nutrients. I know there's a lot of fear, especially around carbohydrates and trying to lose fat, this whole carbs make you fat kind of thing. And this was one of the things I always did, was to cut carbs when I was trying to lose weight and get leaner, thinking that that's what I needed to do because carbs drive up insulin, and insulin basically stores fat. So here's the numbers of it, and so you can take a look for yourself and see how this worked out. So I've got Monday through Friday listed. So in the pink, the CHO is the carbohydrates I had per day. That's grams of carbohydrates per day on each day. And then in the blue up here is the calories that I had each day. So you can see where I was at Monday through Friday. And then at the end, as of Saturday morning, this was my body weight. So my weight still came down from the previous week, week 10. So I still saw a nice drop, even though, and my calories were still, I was holding them up. I didn't drop them down from the previous week. So you can see where my averages were, how many carbs I averaged per day, Monday through Friday. And then this is my average calorie intake Monday through Friday. If you average it out, that was my calories per day. So right around 172.4 grams of carbs and 2010.4 technically calories per day. So that's my weight. And then I put my waist measurement as well. So 33.25 inches is where my waist had measured as of Saturday morning. So that was good. I saw like positive change happen. I think my waist was down 1/4 inch from the previous week. So this was a nice drop. However, Saturday and Sunday came around, and this is where things got like really weird, because you can see now my carbs went up 204 and 230. So when I averaged my carbs out over the weekend, I averaged 217 grams per day, which again, almost 45 grams more per day. And my calories went up almost 100 a day just on Saturday and Sunday. So you would think more carbs hold water, and more calories, because if I eat more calories from the previous week, then maybe I'm not gonna gain weight if I'm not in a surplus, but I certainly shouldn't be losing weight if I'm eating more. However, as of this morning, there's my weight, 159.2, down almost a full pound, 0.8 pounds from Saturday morning. So, and then my waist, here's the big thing, 32.75 inches. I don't know if you can read that in there, from 33.25. So that's a 1/2 inch drop on my waist from that. So again, you would think having more carbohydrates and eating more calories would make you probably gain weight, from all the water retention and things like that. And this was, I didn't get crazy on the weekend. It's not like I ate like pizzas and tubs of ice cream and all that stuff, but I will say this, in all honesty, I had chips on Saturday night and Sunday night. I was eating chips and I ate ice cream on both nights. Half a container of ice cream each night. So it wasn't like I had like a little scoop. So I ate that. We had dinner out on Saturday night, and again, I didn't get all crazy, but you can see everything was up. So my point being that, when it comes to losing fat or losing weight, trying to get lean, and either maintain or build muscle, like we don't need to fear certain nutrients, and we don't need to be eliminating certain nutrients as well. You know, our body needs all nutrients, and they are not a bad thing. It really is a matter of understanding, you know, where your body's at in terms of, you know, what you're burning in a day and what your needs are. And they're just all individual. There is no one size fits all that works for everybody, you know, and that if you do things right, you know, you don't have to crash calories down. You don't have to eliminate things like carbs, you know, all in an effort to lose weight. And you don't have to do crazy workouts, be in the gym every single day of your life, you know, killing yourself with, you know, marathon workout sessions and cardio every single day of the week. Like, you don't have to do it that way. You know, there is a way that you can make your fitness and your nutrition fit your lifestyle and still lose weight, get lean, build muscle, look, feel, and move and perform the way that you want, and build your health. You can build a healthy metabolism in the process. It doesn't have to be crashing your body and you know, watching your health and your energy go in the tank, all to chase a number on the scale. If you do it right, you can build your health as you build your body.